This guy's my ride or die, bro. Every single thing you could think about an info product, Preston helped me with it. Preston has pretty much systematized everything for me and made it very easy for me to just scale up this program.
You know, we've scaled it up. Obviously now at this point, it's doing like, 40, 50, last month was $74,000.
I feel emotional talking about it because he's added an extra extra 50K to my revenue stream, and it doesn't take me that much work, and I get to change people's lives at the same time. You helped with content ideation, with funnel sales, with the actual offer itself. You helped with my time management. You helped with deliverability. You helped with making sure the customers were satisfied. Like, he's amazing. I'll let him talk a little bit more about it.
All right, we're here in the flesh. What is good, guy? So Devin, you can introduce yourself. Tell them a little bit about you.
I'm Devin Cnath. I run a lot of YouTube channels and stuff. I do a lot of YouTube automation, and I recently met Preston. Well, actually, I've known him for a long time, but me and Preston really started working together a little while ago, and he's kind of helped me scale up my mentorship program up. Yeah.
Yeah, so Devin does YouTube automation. He actually does his business model, so he's not a LARPer, which is good. But in the past, 3 or 4 months or so, we've done, at this point, almost $225,000.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I guess just kind of fill them in if you don't mind. Like, what was it like, I guess, whenever you were first starting, like, by yourself and everything?
I didn't think I was qualified enough to run a program. I wanted to wait till either I was ready and I was making enough money where I would be either credible. But, I started YouTube automation, and I started really making just a lot of money from it. And people started reaching out for me, asking, like, hey, Devin, can you mentor me? And I was so lost, guys. I was charging like $100, $300 for like unlimited access for a year. It was really hectic. I didn't have any Google Calendar. I was really all over the place. Preston has pretty much systematized everything for me and made it very easy for me to just scale up this program, and he's amazing. I'll let him talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. No, it's just a typical trap. Like, I think you were stuck in the low ticket, bro. You'd be like, oh, I got a guy for $500, and then they'd be like begging you for all this extra help and everything. I don't know if did you deal with that a lot? Or?
I dealt
compared to
with
the
it a
students
lot.
you get now, we charge anywhere from 3 to 5K for the high ticket. 3K, 5K PIF. So it's like, what are the difference you see between like the $100 students compared to like the 5K?
Yeah, what I noticed is like people who end up paying more are end up just much more reasonable to work with. People who are paying $100, $200, like when they spend less, they'll expect more from you. And people who spend more, like usually they are the best students and make the most on their investment back. Surprisingly enough, like the more you spend, the more you make back because they're more committed. And when they're more committed, they
oh my gosh,
they end up just being more committed and actually listening to the advice. So like you only need a limited amount of calls, and another thing is usually they're more knowledgeable as well. It usually doesn't take them that much time.
Yeah.
Before I met Preston, I wasn't even trying to sell a mentorship. I was just people were reaching out to me, and then when I realized I was making like money from this, like I think I made like $7,000 by myself, and then reached out to Preston, and I was like, yo, bro, I need some help because you're the only guy I know about this. Luckily, he was the best guy to reach out about it, bro.
Yeah, no, that's funny because like I feel like a lot of people get scared from the amount of time that the mentorship is gonna take, right?
Yeah.
So like, I guess for you, how much time does this really take? Because I know like you run a ton of different businesses. This guy's got like SaaS companies. It's 38 channels now, gonna scale to 50. So I guess like as far as like the time goes, right? Because a lot of people are scared to actually do it because it takes a lot of time. But like,
yeah,
what have you seen?
So I mean, like originally, like we were doing like 1 hour calls before I met him, and like we kind of systematized it to a point now where like we could knock out like 20, 25 mentee calls in a day, and like it's only 20 minutes. It's like 20 minutes per call, but a part of that is because I'm very knowledgeable in what I do. So if I'm on a call with someone, I can answer their questions very quickly, and I can help them. Like I know how to optimize my help for them. But the other thing is like I wouldn't be able to do that unless Preston like showed that to me. Like before, I wouldn't be able to think I can compress so much information in such a short period of time. Guys, I didn't even know what Loom was before I met Preston. I was like a baby when it came to this stuff. I only did YouTube my entire life. I had some like a SaaS company, and I did drop shipping. So,
Nice.
Preston kind of introduced me to all of that.
And I think that's really important as well, just done in systemizing your time, because obviously, as a business owner, like your time is like the most important thing, and everyone's always trying to fucking steal it. So that makes sense. But what even made you want to start a mentorship in the first place, bro? And like actually scale it up, because you were doing it. But then it's like, we scaled it up. Obviously now at this point it's doing like, 40, 50. Last month was $74,000. So.
When I really started all of this out, I was already making money from YouTube, and I actually hit my first billion view month on YouTube automation like 4 or 5 months ago now. And I
posted 6, 7?
Not 6, 7. Not 6, 7. We started really scaling all the channels up like 6, 7 months ago. We started hitting these crazy numbers.
Yeah.
But I mean, 4 or 5 months ago is when I hit my first billion view month, and I posted a video about it on YouTube, and people really received it well. And I was just posting about it because I just wanted to share. Like I don't know a lot of people in the world who got a billion views in a month, and I thought it would be cool to share my story. And like in those videos, like I literally would say like, hey guys, like I'm not even selling anything. I'm just like I'm just here to share information, you know, because it's cool to me. I don't need your money. But people just kept reaching out saying, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. I want to work with you. So I was like, okay, I'll teach them for free. I got a little bit extra time. I started teaching all these guys for free, and they would get really good results back. You know, like this one guy, he hit $27,000 within 2 months, and he never even got the program.
Oh, okay.
You know, he never even got the program. It was literally just from the videos. So, you know, when I realized, like, hey, people are making a lot of money from this, and then I started telling people, like, hey, I'm busy. Like, I had a week where I was so stacked on channels, and I was, like, busy. And people were asking me, hey, can you teach me today, like, for free? And I was like, I'm not free. I'm not free. And I got swarmed with DMs. It was really stressful. It was really stressful. So that's when people started reaching out saying, hey, I'll pay you. I'll pay you for you to teach me. I'll give you $500. Can you just please get on a couple more calls with me? And I said yes. I got the money and it was straight to my bank. And I was like, I don't have to wait a month.
Pure profit.
Yeah, I don't have to wait a month for my YouTube payout to come. It's just here. You know, I was like, maybe I should try this mentorship stuff out. You know, and like people kept asking for courses. I was like, guys, I am never gonna sell a course. Never. Even when I'm like huge, I'm just never gonna do it. I never. But like for the mentorship, I reached out to Preston. I was like, hey, can you help me systematize this? And me and him actually talked back and forth for a little bit. And I was a little bit scared to actually join because, again, it was more for my reputation. I didn't want to sell anything, you know?
You don't want to be like salesy.
Yeah. And Preston was like, well, like, you know, you're helping all these people. You know, you're doing all this stuff. Like, you know, you should do it, bro. And I was like, okay, fine. All right. So I sent Preston the first wire just to him to set up all the website. He optimized all the funnel for me. And I remember this one time he called me. It was like one of our first calls, really. And he was like, hey, I want to set some expectations. And I was like, okay, yeah. Because normally people don't do that for me. And normally I'm the one setting expectations from editors, you know? So he comes to me. He's like, hey, I want to set some expectations. First of all, I want this to be speed. I want us to have good communication. I was like, I'm liking what this guy is saying, you know? So he's talking about speed and stuff like that. And, you know.
We scaled fast, bro. I moved so fast with you.
Yeah, we scaled really fast. I went from, like, what was the first month?
First month was September, bro. That month.
It was really 2 weeks. It was September
35,000.
Yeah.
First month.
It was first 2 weeks, really.
First 2 weeks.
We made like 35,000 for the mentorship, and that was because he helped me optimize everything.
Yeah, bro. It was an operational mess, bro. You just literally took Jordan Welch's funnel, you copy and pasted it. You had like 10-page type form, and then you just. Were you the one dialing up the type
I was calling everyone.
You would just call everyone.
There was no qualification. It was just, hey, you want to learn YouTube?
No, your sales calls, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you would just what'd you do? You would just hop on and be like, so you want to buy?
Yeah. And like I would do that in my free time as well, man. At the time as well, like sales has always been fun for me. So like I was kind of just like I wasn't taking it seriously. I was kind of just messing around with it as well. But like any student that I was working with, they would be my top priority. You know, because like. Again, my name is so important to me. Working with Preston, I feel like I've grown a lot as a person from working with him because my job is a lot of by myself. You know, my main business, my YouTube automations, it's just me. You know, I talk to managers, but I'm not friends with them. He's like my guy in the corner, bro. He's like my buddy that can just be there if I need something, you know? Like, I remember this one time I was going through some personal stuff. Was nothing to do related to business, you know? And I told him, like, I didn't know who to talk to. I talked to Preston, bro, and like he just talked to me, bro. And he's become a great friend as well.
Bro. That's how it is. It's like the business relationships turn to friendships. Because like I only like people that are dope like you, bro. Yeah. And, like, it makes me a little emotional, but it's like true, bro. Because like you're a cool guy. I love to run it up with you. There's so many like I guess growth operators. I guess that's what I am. Like, what made you like first of all want to work with me and then like continue working with me? Because I'm sure you get tons of DMs, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get tons of people out to you. I've even seen some like join the Discord server.
Yeah. My first business model that I really took seriously was dropshipping, and I posted a little bit of success. Like I had a $20,000 month with dropshipping, you know, and I posted like a little bit about it on YouTube, and I already had so many geos just reaching out to me like, hey, Devin, you should sell a course, sell a mentorship, and I would ignore all of them. I even had this video that went viral on Instagram because this guy was like reaching out talking about like some balls or something, bro. It was pretty funny. But when Preston reached out, he was basically like he sent me a Loom video, right? I'm sure like all of them do, but he was so in depth. Like he had he basically went in depth with my thing and saying all the things I needed to fix. And I'm sure that's pretty standard for a lot of geos, but I can't really describe it. The way his video was, it felt like, hey, like this guy really wants to help me. You know, I don't think he just is contacting me to make some commission off my sales. Like at the end of the day, I made the right choice. Like he's become a great friend. So that's the reason I wanted to work with him initially. Now, continuing to work with him, he has been amazing when it comes to actually just being on top of it. Like he keeps me focused with this stuff as well, because I get distracted with my YouTube stuff, and he's like, hey, make sure to do this as well. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, bro, and I'll go do it. You know, he's taken this stuff so seriously. He has done sales for me. He's like literally, he's done dialing for me. He's optimized everything. He's done video editing. Like, he's become my personal manager. He's helped me a lot, and like, I feel emotional talking about it because he's added an extra extra 50K to my revenue stream, and it doesn't take me that much work, and I get to change people's lives at the same time. It's like, YouTube's my passion, man. So getting to be able to talk about YouTube with students and teach them, and also be able to make extra money while doing it, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know, it's dope, bro. And, like, I'm not in the business of like growth operating. I'm just doing whatever I can to get you results, bro.
Yeah, I don't see him as a GO, bro. I see him as just like, he is your guy.
One question I do have, bro. Whenever you got scammer allegations, so
let's talk
Twitter,
about that.
If you guys know, you're on Twitter. It's all like just like LARP and all memes and stuff. But Devin got heavily attacked on Twitter, bro. People were coming to his Discord calling him Indian scammer, calling him the N-word.
Yeah, it was
all
bad.
Crazy stuff. So how was it whenever we're doing with that situation? Because I know a lot of people are like,
oh yeah,
like public attack, bro. Like, I know that was hard on you to even like deal with.
For context, right? I basically got accused because people were saying I'm a course seller. I fake my channels, and then I actually ended up clearing it up with another person in the space, and we actually ended up meeting with him, and everything was really awesome with that. But I got a lot of hate. I was getting like people messaging me like dirty Indian scammer and calling me the N-word and saying all types of hateful stuff. People were like raiding my Discord, saying a lot of mean stuff to me. I woke up that morning, I didn't know nothing about it. Preston calls me. Well, I'm sleeping, I'm with my girlfriend, and he says, "Hey, have you seen Twitter?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" Look at Twitter, and people were saying a lot of bad stuff, and like I was kind of like almost. I was stressed because I was like, I've never got that much hate in my life. Like, I've gotten a lot of hate for just like general stuff, but this is my personal life work, and like, this is like what I really do, so being attacked like that really hurt me. And Preston was so level-headed with it. Like, he put his foot down, and he basically just like, hey, we're gonna do this and this. It's gonna be okay. He was calm the entire time. He took control of the entire situation, and he turned it into a profit. Right? He turned that scammer allegations and stuff, and we actually ended up getting like 4 5K PIF students from that. So he turned the entire situation around, and like when I was like, after that, bro, I was like, this guy's my ride or die, bro. Like, that was when I was like, I gotta work with him. The main thing I think you helped with was like just, it was everything. There wasn't a main thing. It was just like, you helped with content ideation, with funnel sales, with the actual offer itself. You helped with my time management. You helped with deliverability. You helped with making sure the customers were satisfied. Like, every single thing you could think about an info product, Preston helped me with it. Like, I knew nothing. All I knew was how to make good YouTube videos and how to make money on YouTube. And working with Preston has actually helped me become a better teacher. It's helped me learn how to condense the information I know into 20-minute calls, and it's helped me better with ideation process for long form, and like it's helped me summarize everything I've learned. Like, because of him, I'm probably gonna write a book at some point. Like about YouTube automation, because before it was more just I know what I know. Another thing is he's helped improve my skills with my business as well, right? Because like once you know a business, you don't really go back to the beginning. You don't start over again. But like having to work with students who are constantly starting over again, it keeps you grounded, and that's helped me as well. I think as a person, with humbleness as well, and yeah, I mean, I've improved amazingly.
Yeah, I love that, bro. Like, it's like a journey. Like, I can definitely tell, like, we're both different from when we first started working together. And the cool thing that what we've been working with, bro, this has been like evergreen. Like, we didn't just do a launch. It's like we made a bunch of money one month and we dipped. Like, obviously we've had months that were higher than others. Like, October was our lowest month. We only did like 21,000, but then we dialed it back in 50, 60K months. So has that extra revenue really done anything for you, or is it just more so just cash to stack?
I mean, it's been more like cash to stack for me because I mean, I was making good, but it's good. Like, I'm very grateful for it. It's like I like it more for helping people. Like, I don't get really emotional about the money. I get emotional about the people I've helped. Like, because of this program, I've helped like dads. I've helped kids who want to scale up. I've helped like so many people. I've changed like people's lives. People who were stuck in awful jobs, being able to finally be free. And like, that makes me emotional. Making an extra 60K a month, that's great, but it's the emotions that like I'm able to feel with the people.
I dude, the results he gets is crazy. That's why I love like riding with my dog, because dude, the life changes are crazy, bro. Like, I watch the interviews, I'm like, holy. Like, dude, the sales team has so much conviction because we know it's gonna change their life. But
we have like a what? What's the close rate right now?
It's like 80%. So I'm about to increase the price. We'll see. But yeah, and I mean, we're not done either. Like, this year, 2026, we're gonna do $1 million. We're gonna get WAP plaque, ClickFunnels, just for funsies. And yeah, he's my dog. So.
Dude, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you too.